Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Adam. I work with LeadWeb AI, and we are an Air.Ai agency. And today we're going to go over how to set up a e-commerce abandoned cart script. And it's going to be a little bit complicated from like a metadata perspective, and we'll go over what that means if you don't know what that means. And then if you have any questions, then you're more than welcome to drop a comment, hit the like button, hit subscribe too while you're at it. But if you have any questions, drop that comment in the comment section below. But before we get into the actual script component of it, we're going to go over a couple of different things that you probably need to know. And if you don't know, some very mandatory things that you need to know, especially when you're building out your script inside of Air. And the first thing is formatting. So when you're going into creating a script, and this is a form that we give out to all of our clients whenever they sign up and work with us. But aside from the seed phrase, which we'll just kind of build that out right now, and so we'll just say, hey, where's the squiggly bracket? Prospect name. This is Adam with ABC shopping, and I can't really type to save my life, so you got 30 seconds, and then we're gonna hit wait for prospect to respond. And now, mind you, when you're doing this, you always want to have formatting correct, so pay attention to the asterisk, pay attention to the capitalization, pay attention to the brackets. Are they squiggly brackets? Are they square brackets? What are the differences? Square brackets are actually providing rules. Squiggly brackets are pulling in data, and just for ease of conversation purposes. And I've already built out a script. It's on another screen, but we're going to just slowly build it out into this particular script, which will be inside of the description of this video as well. And so you could always come up here, hit file, make a copy, and be good to go. Some other things is abbreviations. You want to make sure that any abbreviation that you have is spelled out. So for example, $, ampersand, street names, right? Like drive, street, boulevard, place, all that stuff, spell it out. Abbreviated state names, spell it out, right? You always want to do that. You can also add ums and uhs if you'd like, and the easiest way I can explain how to find the right place to put them is read out your script out loud, and whenever you're about to say or add it in there, and that should have your flow pretty good and set up properly. And you can also add intelligence in there as well. And so I always recommend, whenever you're building out a script, always have a do not use script in here. And the way that you do that is you hit create script, new agent, then you go to advanced, then you hit start from scratch, and then you get this. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of prompting in here that you can use and that you can bring over into your script before you actually paste it into your real one. And we use Google Docs because you catch a lot of things that you wouldn't necessarily catch whenever you're building it out in here. All right. But when I was mentioning you can add intelligence, you can go up here to objectives and you can enter 3, period. And from there, what you're able to do is say you're an e-com expert in the insert industry, and the only things that you sell are these products, and we're located in this city, this state, and you just insert intelligence in here, so that way when it takes the call, you're not giving it leeway to think, oh, what do they mean by this? Can I go here? Can I go there? You want to be extremely specific when you're setting up this AI agent. And so we're going to go back here and go ahead and start. I'm just going to see if I missed anything. Make sure in your abandoned cart, the way that you generate leads. So in your abandoned cart, if you have it to where you have to put in your information, hit submit to go to the next step. In that submit button, make sure that you update all your forms. Facebook, LinkedIn, website, contact us, all of this. Make sure you update your forms to say you agree to be contacted by AI calling and AI texting. There's a new law coming, and you don't want to be caught in a pickle when it comes to that law. You definitely don't. So make sure your leads have the opted-in message. Make sure they check that box, and you'll be perfectly fine. So now into the script. So right here, I'm going to bring this in. We're going to hit paste. So I noticed you're interested in our product. but it seems the purchase wasn't finalized. Is there any specific reason you didn't buy our product? You always want to add in a question at the end of your particular prompt because you want to elicit a response from the prospect. You also don't want to add in 2 questions because it's confusing to the prospect as well. So I'll give you an example. If you're scheduling an appointment, there's no reason why you wouldn't show up, right? Question mark. Like you can 100% make the call, question mark. There's a big enough pause in there to where the prospect's going to say something and interrupt the AI and it's going to mess up the flow. So always just add 1 question, and worst case scenario, after you get done adding in that prompt and you really need that second question, ask the question, wait for prospect to respond, and then just create another prompt underneath of it. One thing that I want to go over is formatting. You notice here, this is tilde, the tilde button, which is top left button on your keyboard. So tilde space, quotation, and then end quotation after the question mark here. You can notice here, this doesn't have the tilde, so we're going to add it. Boom. It already has the end one, so we're good to go. Wait for prospect to respond. Good to go. Now we're going on to the next one. And we're going to add this in. So, are there any aspects of our metadata product that you'd like more information about, or any concerns you'd like me to address? Ending the prompt with a question. And then we have to add in the tilde right here. Now, right here, where it says metadata product, this is where formatting is important as well. So if you're doing this through an API call, meaning it fires off a call once the abandoned cart is met, once that trigger, that true false statement, is there an abandoned cart? False, don't make a call. Is there abandoned cart? True, make a call. When that fires off, then it's going to fire off the actual name of whatever you want to have it. So for example, what I mean by that is if you were to export all of your abandoned carts into a CSV file, what would the column title be? Would it be product? Would it be, item? I don't know what it is. It's different on yours, but you want to make sure it's specifically spelled out. So for example, if you have a capital P, you want to make sure that the metadata is capital P. If you're uploading a CSV sheet and it has a capital U, right, for spelling mistake or whatever, make sure it has a capital U. Otherwise, it is not going to pull in properly. And if you're really having issues and difficulties with this, we're able to not only set up your metadata properly, we're also able to set up all of your triggers, your different triggers throughout your script. So if that, then this scenarios, we're able to set all that stuff up for you as well. And so now we're going to move on to the next part. We're going to hit wait for prospect to respond. Right here. Hit enter, and now we're going to add the next one. Here we go. Now, this is the scenario that I was mentioning earlier. There's 2 different questions. Based on our discussion, do you believe the product best suits your needs? Are you prepared to make a purchase, or do you require further details? So, you want to add this into 2 different questions. So you're going to hit enter, 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 wait for prospect to respond, maybe backspace 1, and then we're going to make sure the formatting is there. Tilde space quote, quote, tilde space quote, end quote. It's already there, right? And we're also going to make sure that we have 1-word sentences in here. So we're going to say, okay. And this is going to speed up the latency. And period. So, okay, based on our discussion, do you believe this product suits your needs? Ends in a question. And period. 1-word sentence. Are you prepared to make a purchase, or do you require further details? Ends in a question. Now we're going to hit wait for prospect to respond. And then we're going to move on to the next one. Copy. We're going to add a tilde space. Do you have any final inquiries before reaching a decision? End quotation. Now we're going to add wait for prospect to respond. You can see the flow. It's not the most fun thing in the world to do, but it is necessary to have a fully functioning AI script. Okay. And then now we're going to copy in this next one. Okay. So, we're going to add a tilde space. Are you ready to proceed with your purchase today? Then we're going to hit copy. In quotation. Formatting. Great. We're committed to assisting you in achieving your fitness. This is if you're selling a fitness product. In achieving your fitness goals with our products. Additionally, if price is a concern, I'm pleased to offer you expedited handling at no extra cost, valued at $7.99. How does that sound? So, this script is good, but we got to make sure that this is formatted properly. Remember, if we go all the way back up, any abbreviations we want to be able to spell out. So, if we scroll back down here, and 7.99. How does that sound? Right? So now that formatting is good. Now we're going to hit enter. We're going to hit wait for prospect to respond. Space that out. There we go. And then this is where you can fire off a text message within the script as well, an action. And if you don't know how to do this, this is stuff that we do. This is the reason why people work with us as an agency. And so we can set this up for you. We could say, okay, I've sent you an SMS, and I would just say text. I've sent you a text that's not really formatted properly either. I've sent a text to you with the promo code free handling. It is a $7.99 value, but it does expire today. Where'd it go? I know I spelled this out. Oh, here it is. $7.99. Copy. Paste. It's $7.99 value, but it does expire today. In a question mark. Did you get the text message? End quote. And then this is where you fire it off. This is where that trigger comes in, right? That action. And then we'll hit wait for prospect to respond. And then we'll just do something like this. Great. Everything looks good to go on my end. Feel free to reach back out if you have any questions whatsoever. There we go. And then we're going to set an action to in that call whenever it says that, right? And so this is how you should be able to set up your e-com abandoned cart script. And if you need to make changes to this, you're more than welcome to. All you have to do is go up here to hit file, make a copy, and then copy it or make a copy on your own, and then you'll be able to edit all of this as well. And this is in the description of the video beneath this video. And if you're interested in working with us as an e-com client, all you have to do is go into the description as well and be able to click on the demo that we have and see how we're using Air.Ai and how we're implementing texting, how we're implementing emails, reviews, all of that stuff within our platform that we've built out. And then also, if you're interested in getting those abandoned cart people, I would check out this 15-minute demo of how we're able to help e-com companies get way more data inside of their company as well. Just watch this demo here. Again, my name's Adam. If you have any questions, check out our demos, and I look forward to seeing you there. See ya.